Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti, and Pete, the plaster's gone off the face.
Yeah,
the stitches are out.
You're starting to. We're going to say colours back in your face, but you had plenty of colour last week. But it was all red, blue, and purple.
Yep. No, I've got a bit of feedback there. And,
you did?
No, it wasn't anything to do with a horse kicking me, and there was no sign of domestic violence.
Well, it was interesting the week before we had that little clip of Mike Tyson on. Looked like he got hold of you, but all good.
Just a bit of an accident. Nothing we won't get over.
Very
All
good.
right, last week, Pete, just half a dozen runners.
Yeah, we had a winner from
Good.
7 runners. We go way back to last Thursday, back at Pakenham, where in Vivo finished 10th or 11th.
Yeah, she didn't look really suited on that track at all, did she? She just didn't go a yard on it. So, geez, I don't know, this synthetic racing, some horses handle it, some horses don't, but when they don't handle it, they certainly look bad.
Looking at the calendar, and I see Ballarat now, and I'm thinking, well, there's one turf, but 3 synthos in the next 10 days. It's
Well, it's that wet here. We've got a race on it, but I'm definitely not a fan of it.
well, it limits choices when you don't want to go there, unfortunately,
Yeah.
too.
So if you got wet trackers and if you got dry trackers and it's wet and you don't want to go synthetic, then you're better off not to race.
Yep. The following, that was Thursday, Friday night, Cranbourne, we had Passaggio lift his game to a degree.
Well,
at 4th.
you really bagged this horse. Said it was the worst horse we had.
Oh, righto.
And then he whacked away and ran 4th. I was kind of watching in disbelief.
I ring at the 600, I thought, just got to run last again.
Yep.
And he actually picked up.
Looks like he needs 2,400.
Unless one horse was standing still, he charged past this thing, and he's probably nearly going to run 3rd, another 100. But anyway, blinkers and out to the trip.
Yeah, so I think he's just going to step him out further again, as the jockey said. So
For a horse that probably wasn't going to bring home a winning check, now he probably can win a mile. I think that's what Noel Callow said. He can win a mile maiden. Push on.
Very soon.
Yeah, he didn't elaborate too much after that, Noel. He walked off. Saturday, we had a couple of, as we mentioned, the 2 Siriuses. We'll go to Flemington first.
Flemington?
Serious Suspect ran 6th over 1,400. Probably panned out a little bit, maybe like we thought, a bit fresh.
Yeah, we had a lot to say about the ride.
I thought the ride was fine.
Did you?
Just couldn't hold on. Nah, the horse, when he was fully fit, Damien Lane couldn't even hold him.
When he was fresh or fit?
No, fully fit, last prep in. I always thought 4 weeks between runs.
Big ask.
It's going to be hard for him to just sort of sit back on the bridle and...
I don't think...
Look, he ran home the slowest last 400 and 200, so all his work was done at the first 1,000.
It was a shot duck at the corner, wasn't he? You could see what was going to unfold in front of you. I thought it was... the horse done well to finish where he finished. Where did he finish?
6th.
6th. He done well to finish 6th.
He was terrific, the horse, yeah.
Yeah, I thought... Overall, I was a bit disappointed. I've got to say, I was a bit disappointed in the whole outcome. The decision was made to lead or sit outside the leader. Obviously, 4 weeks between runs. Going to 1,400 was always going to be a test.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think if he could have went to Warrnambool for the Wangoom over 1,200, he probably doesn't beat Order of Command, but he probably runs a place.
Knocks the edge off him.
And it might have just got him harder for this race. So now we're kind of in a position now where we're going to run again a fortnight.
Fortnight Saturday, so it'll be 3 weeks between runs
and
again.
1,400. And, he'd want to be, he'd want to be running pretty well there to go on with this prep.
Yeah.
But I think the horse has been in a fair while and he's had a lot of racing, doesn't carry a lot of condition. I'm not sure about leading. I don't think that's the right strategy, so...
I think you can do it in a lower grade, but when you're up in these...
I think 1,400 is pretty hard, and he's up in grade. Like, he's against good horses now. So.
And he's carrying the minimum, basically.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I think the jury's out as far as I'm concerned where we are with this horse and the tactics. So
he's 6 from 12 over 1,200.
No doubt Saab will enjoy my conversation with him over the next few days.
He was beaten 1.8, so we're talking.
He's right there.
He's right there.
If he, and the trouble is, because we're not there, we don't get to see his condition. We don't see really how he parades, how much he blows after the race. And we all know that jockeys will tell you one thing on camera and something else after.
Well, there's a bit of a
So we're flying in the dark in a lot of ways.
Well, it was a bit of a tennis match there where jockey and trainer were returning serve to each other. There was a commentary about the horse doesn't get 14, and then there was the next commentary was the jockey got it wrong. So I think when you start getting those bits of conversation, it might be a bit each way. And
Yeah, I just question where we are and what we're doing there, but no doubt we'll have a nice little discussion with Sam this week.
Very good. Well,
we don't have to have such a conversation with Matt Kamani, do we?
No, Matt's on the
he's flying.
Christmas card list again.
He's flying, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's had a good week.
He's had a terrific month or so. It's probably been longer, but
You told me he's the leading trainer in Ballarat. By that far, it doesn't matter.
by numbers,
No, just by results. You told
Yeah.
me he's got them all. He's lapping them all.
Archie, Mitch, Dave, Kieran, all got to lift their game.
Yeah, he's killing it.
I reckon if you went to the stats, it'll probably show you that too.
He's doing something right.
Well, he's got this thing right, got all the boxes ticked with serious deal. There was a brave move to go back to 1800. There was a braver move to go to Warrantaville, and it was probably just as brave a move to put a kid on. Now, the kid is a good rider, Canberra or Willow.
Yeah,
I think that was highlighted.
Horse won by 2, didn't it?
Well,
What were you thinking of the 300?
I was trying to think about what the commentary would be from the trainer.
When he was back on the fence looking for a go.
I don't know.
He didn't panic though.
He just got the horse, you could see the leader folding, and he just got a half off, and they fanned there at Warrantaville, and I don't know, the kid probably wouldn't have ridden there too much, but the gap opened up, and the horse went bang.
Yep, no he did.
There's some good vision now at the Guthries. I don't know if
Oh, yeah,
you
I saw it on Twitter.
Unbelievable.
Going off their heads, weren't they?
Yeah, it'd be bip, bip, bip there from Mrs. Guthrie. Haley let fly with the F-bomb. Why the hell is he so far effing back?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then all you heard for 10 minutes after 10 seconds after the race was screaming. So
they love it, don't they?
Oh, they're terrific owners, and they get every little bit of satisfaction out of a win that you
That's
can get.
on our Twitter feed if you want to go and have a look. Simona's really enjoying racing.
Yeah.
No, it was a good strong win, a good ride, and I agree. I think Matt got it right. He's a fierce going horse, so you put him out over distance, he over races and he can't sustain it. You drop him back to a little bit shorter than what he needs and he goes along at a good tempo because they run along a bit, he travels and then he can hit the line.
Yeah.
And you put him away. And I think going to that track with that, it's a little bit of a tighter track with a shorter straight. It just makes, they just don't get time to run them down, do they?
No, it's a smaller version of the Valley where they go from the start to the finish.
And if you go to a big track on a 400 metre straight, they're vulnerable, they can get run down. So.
And how often do you see on the big tracks they walk
and then kick.
And then kick, and 600, and that doesn't suit him.
Because they know they've got a 400 metre straight. So, I thought Matt got everything right, 10 out of 10 to the stable.
Yeah, and he's found I think he's looking at a 1700 at Warrnambool, which a good thing again, because the pace will be on.
Another track that's very hard to run them down.
Yeah, and staying at a 58, carrying a bit extra weight, then missing out on...
Well, it'd be good if he could get that same rider.
Well, I think he mentioned either him or... Jaden Lloyd. If he got two choices of getting 2 kilos
Two
off.
good young kid riders. Yep. No, he got it right.
So that was a great result for the series.
Congratulations to all the owners. And
I think when you look back at this prep, apart from the trip to Morphettville, which you could say second up, all right, horses, every other run's been
he's competitive.
Third or fourth and a second.
He's genuine. He's no star, but he's genuine.
Yep. On the Sunday, we didn't quite get the results we were looking for. There was probably a track that would be written off forever for one stable, Casterton, Rotorua, Cheyenne. It's a long way to go for it to run 5th and field a 7th.
To the horse's credit, it was a super effort.
Yeah, he was strong enough through the line.
But that joint, you got to lead, and there's no hope if you're back because it campers around. And what's the straight? 200 if you're lucky.
Yeah. It's a severe swing into the straight.
Yeah, I think the winner's pretty smart.
Yeah, Killer Valley of Mars.
Yeah, but I thought his run was good, and look, he's going to go to a better race than that next time, and they're going to look at his form and put him up 20s.
Yeah.
And he'll be something to follow.
As long as it's on a big track.
I think he's going to Bendigo somewhere.
That would be perfect. Well, speaking of Bendigo, that's where Street Baby was.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we know now she's come to the end of her preparation. But she just got too far back.
Too far back, yeah. I don't know why they...
Well, it's 5 weeks between
She jumped well and she's up there, but she's caught 4 wide, so then they go back to last. And They give up all that ground and then they get back there and then they take off again. And what's a horse supposed to do?
And 5 weeks between runs, you needed to have the perfect run and all that, and it never worked out. So
And I reckon if you had been on course, you would have done a John Sadler.
that was good, wasn't it?
So if you haven't seen that footage of John Sadler giving Ollie a bake, I don't know if that was fair dinkum or a joke.
No, it all come out. It was all out. It's a joke. It was set up. They actually gave Ollie the heads up about 2 seconds before, so he had to sort of ad-lib really quick because Sadler's giving him the almighty bake. I don't want you on anymore. I walked away.
How's this horse supposed to win like that?
And Ollie goes, "Oh, well, what am I meant to do?" I'll tell you, I had to watch it again before I was sort of, now hold on. The giveaway was Sadler down at the fence, turned around and laughing back at the camera. So, and then when you do
Bit of
watch
light
it,
entertainment.
you can see half a little smirk from Ollie as he walked away as well. But what about the bloke that got him back? Got Sadler back?
Yeah, brave man.
I didn't take no notice of the name, but it was a bloke ringing up under the ABC pseudo was Richard Handler.
Handler.
And Sads was caught for a bit, and then he twigged on and he said, I'll see you later, I'm going.
He's had enough.
Yeah.
So that was very funny. But I think you could have done a John Sadler if you were there.
What
For Geordie
a
Child.
fair dinkum one, yeah.
I reckon you could have.
So we're going to have a few bakes saved up by the time we get to the tracks.
Well, there's a few jockeys getting away with murder.
I was just going to say, they might have 3 or 4 bakes in a row.
No, that was a waste of a run. She's come back to the paddock now. Rhoda will push on. And who else ran?
We've got Lord Langston around. But just on Street Baby, she's certainly shown enough, though.
Yeah.
Should be a
No,
nice
she's
fella
unlucky
going
not to
forward.
have
Yeah.
won a race.
Moe on the Tuesday.
Yes, the barrier trial.
This is a barrier trial.
The pre-race.
So you can't back them when they have a barrier trial.
We should put the pre-race audio up. Can we do that?
Have a listen to this.
G'day everyone, Lord Lennox was emergency today at Moe in a 1600 metre race and he gained the start, so we're going to use today's run as another preparing run for a longer journey.
Lennox taken to the front, Cowley's Creek coming though, wants to lay in, Cowley's Creek after Lord Lennox. Another close finish, Lord Lennox, Cowley's Creek going to it. Then Yulong Stride back in third from Fantastic close up.
That didn't match up.
No. What was Griffiths doing?
Could have got $6 a place.
Yeah. A barrier trial.
Good barrier trial. Picked up $5,000 with barrier trial.
It's a good promo for Griffiths. Good promo for the horse.
Well, the positive is...
Wait, super, I thought he had that one.
Horse is flying, I think.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when he gets out of 2,000, look out.
Yeah, and that could be his
Next week.
earliest bid next week. Yeah.
All right.
So he's a winner, coming winner.
Yep.
I think Rhoda is a coming winner. Serious Deal is a winner. Passaggio is probably a coming winner, but I won't hold my
I can't
breath.
believe you said that.
Yeah, I can't. After last week.
And then we have Whitemore run today, Pete.
Yeah,
Seymour.
conclusive. Just doesn't like anything beyond probably a 5.
Yeah.
That was 2 runs on a 7 in a row, and he's paddled to the line.
His action looked terrible on that track. Yeah, he definitely doesn't handle the
Almost
wet.
like a kid that had no gumboots on and didn't want to get wet feet, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked terrible, but I think, in fairness, they might have pulled the wool over Robbie's eyes by saying that they hadn't had a lot of rain and it was going to get back to a 5 or 6, which was garbage, really.
Well, track managers are not going to touch a 10.
They
don't want horses there.
They don't want you to scratch.
Especially Seymour, where they've had more cancelled and postponed and transferred meetings in the last 2 years than anyone.
It's not one of my favourite tracks, Seymour.
No.
I haven't had a lot of luck there, Pete.
There and Benalla. So
So-
something about that area.
I reckon you'll see Whitemore on the synthetic next time.
Yep.
Because I have it on good authority that the family handle it
We have heard on a good authority about 10 minutes after the race.
from the breeder.
Yep. So anyway,
We'll
I
see
think
if he
he's
knows anything.
I think he's going well enough, the horse.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can win a race or two.
Yeah. Righto, coming up. Cranbourne tomorrow night. Captain Harry. Now here's a
Will he run?
Well, I think Mitch is keen to run the weather.
he?
The track's going to be
His pre-race didn't
perfect.
sound that confident.
Well, he still has
Big
to
weight, heavy.
Well, he didn't know whether to go apprentice, which he didn't want to,
No.
or Billy Egan, who's actually took about a jockey in form.
He's in form, about going as good as Craig Newitt.
Yeah, Newitt's probably the only good, only person out of Tassie that's happy. Benefited.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, the
He's-
horse is ready to win.
He's drawn 2.
I just don't know. I think he's going to wait to see how heavy he
Yeah.
is, because he didn't want to run on a 10 with 61 kilos.
Yeah.
So, and he'd wait to Sandown or something.
He's got a couple of options next
But
week.
wherever he goes, he's a winning chance.
Yep. Saturday, Sunday, no runners.
Good.
So that's Flemington and Flemington Saturday,
Sounds like we'll be in the garden.
Sandown and Ballarat Synthetic, which we know are runners. There's a heap of nominations. We're Thursday as we do this. Obviously Friday we'll get fields out for Monday and Tuesday, but the likes of, now I've got names here I know that won't run, but La Pietra's a chance, missed 10,000, they're giving another week.
Right.
Rhoda are probably a bit early
Monday
for next
won't run,
week,
no.
Lord Lennox, I know, it's probably back end of next week.
Yeah. So there'll be nothing Monday.
There's another horse in there. No, that's it. And they're all nominated various races at Echuca, Hamilton and Sale.
Righto.
I'll be thinking of any of them. It'll be more Sale that some of those might run than earlier in
Yep.
the week, but I'll know more tomorrow.
Right.
And then Thursday's back to Ballarat Synthetic. So we've got Ballarat Synthetic, 3 mentions here in our report.
Okay,
And
so
I hate
that's that time of year, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Whitemore might end up at Ballarat if none others do. Not this week, but
Yep.
eventually. So that's all
That's
our
it.
runners. So
All right.
we got our
So-
21st winner on the board.
We've got Serious Deal winning, and
Yep.
as you said, Lord Lennox looks a coming winner, Roder looks a coming winner, Passaggio is going to get his chance. Serious Suspect, if he comes on from that run, he'll be a chance. And Captain Harry's ready to win. So there's a few there that are kind of, wouldn't surprise me if 2 or 3 popped up and won in the next couple of weeks.
From a locker full of, we've got about 11 horses that are racing at the moment.
Yeah, we only got 11, that's
Yeah.
not a lot, is it?
34 at their stables.
Yeah.
So there's 23 either working towards getting to the races.
Trialling,
Yeah.
getting fit.
But 11 only that have raced. So it's not a lot. So that's why we have a sort of a busy
Yeah.
week and then a quieter week at the moment.
Yeah, well, there's a few sort of,
We've had about 6 in the past 2 weeks go to the paddock.
yeah, plus a lot of the young horses,
Yeah.
and we've retired a few. There's a few advertised this week on Inglis Online that'll be moved on because
Yep.
they're not going to pay their way. So, no, 11 racing, that's not a lot of horses for us.
With at least for a long time, I
Yeah,
reckon.
but another 23 in the system on their way through. So
Yeah.
they'll come through probably, you might see some of them in June, July.
Over the next month or so,
Yeah.
Capriccio and a few of those. So.
All right, I've always to go the footy tipping.
Footy
but
tipping.
the,
Footy's nearly back though. Nearly back.
good luck to them.
No crowds. Nearly back.
And tell me about the
Tipping.
tipping competition.
We had a big mover, Darren. A big mover. John Rose.
John
Got
Rose.
16 points last week.
Wow. Gee, that's pretty impressive.
I think the best bet and 2 winners was the make-up. So he didn't tip 4 winners.
Yeah.
He got his...
That's a fair effort.
Yeah, it's a big effort.
Well, I saw the pick 7 on that racing.com show went off,
Oh, righto.
and they were winning at double figure odds.
Yeah, no,
That's
there
I
was
don't know how they pick them.
Because all the faves like King and Legrand,
Yeah, got beat.
Rupture, and they all got knocked over, but people were still finding winners. I mean, a lot of our best bets went out the window with King of Legrand's. There was a lot that got suckered into Serious Suspect, of course.
Always going to happen.
And there was a few owners that tipped against their horse too.
Oh, right. Well, they should be. They
Mention
should
no
be,
names.
They should be printed.
But
so
Johnny Rose went to a 1 point lead. Maureen Plews, she tipped her right, but she's 1 point behind.
She's second now.
Second.
John Rose coming in with a late run.
Sideshow Bob and Tommy Holdsworth are 3rd and 4th, about 4 or 5 points away. So.
And is there a big gap after that, or is it fairly
There's a
congested?
few sort of in the.
Is there a pack chasing, or are they too far
There's
off?
a big pack chasing about 20 points behind.
Ooh, long way off.
I even had an email from someone, well, no names mentioned. Take me off the leaderboard, it's embarrassing. I haven't got a score. So give up.
Give up.
Give up. Won't
What's his
mention.
name removed?
Won't mention
John
John
Davies?
Davies'
No,
name.
we
No.
won't. We won't.
So that's. I've got not much more.
All right.
It's beautiful, warm in here. It's 8 degrees outside.
No, it's cold and it's wet. It's officially about a heavy 25 here at
What are we?
Mandatory Park.
Midway through May or a bit better.
This time last year we were in the 20s and it was starting to rain, but it wasn't anywhere near what we've
Feels
got
like
now.
mid-July.
All right. Well, we're going to leave it there for this week, aren't we?
We are.
Have you got anything?
No, just
You're working on a secret project,
secret project. A
little feature.
mentioned, or two
Yeah,
little features.
We're going to,
mentioned-
stay tuned for these. We'll keep you in suspense.
One to do with the breeding season, and one that might have a little bit to do with Russian Camelot.
Well, stay tuned for Peter's 2 special projects. One could get released next week. I don't know, the other one might take a little bit longer, but he's on mission secret.
I just need some cooperation from some people outside my sphere. Otherwise, I might.
In other words, trainers, can you please do what you're asked?
I might break the COVID rules and just turn up. They'll be out and about the next week or 10 days.
Until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Have a great weekend.